fight last time round. I have to say I agreed with him. But it was a fight that split boxing opinion right down the middle. And that's why this immediate rematch is taking place here. Let's hear the applause for Michael Watson. Well, simply the best is Chris Eubank's anthem. Michael Watson says he's simply a pest and that he's going to do boxing a favour by getting rid of him tonight. I have to go along with what Jim was hinting at there. I think that the superior weight will suit Chris Eubank. And here he comes. It's a typical reception for Eubank. And that will just gee him up even more. He says those close to him don't dislike him. It's only an image that's been portrayed in the press, but he has done very well on it so far, and he says he's going to be around a while yet. Chris Eubank, unbeaten of course, but moving up a weight here today. Last time he really had to starve to make the weight. Let's watch his entry now. He normally walks over the ropes, does Chris? To make the weight, he had to lose something over a stone and a half in Eubank, and he said even his eyeballs were dry before the last fight. What an atmosphere building up here for Watson Eubank 2. And when he's just alongside me to take you through the big fight, Jim Watt of course, and first of all Reggie Guthrie. Reggie, it's all yours.
Well, what an entrance there, Jimmy. I mean, the way this fellow really gives you a big show, doesn't he?
Ladies and gentlemen, promoted by Metro and sponsored by the Daily Mirror and the Sunday Mirror, we are proud to present the main attraction of the evening. A super middleweight contest at 12 stone over 12 rounds, each of 3 minutes duration, for the vacant WBO Super Middleweight Championship of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting and introducing to you in the red corner with the red and white shorts, with 26 wins from 30 contests, 22 inside the distance, the current Commonwealth Middleweight Champion from Islington in London, Michael Watson! In the ring corner with the blue shorts, unbeaten in 28 contests, 17 inside the distance, fighting for the WBO Middleweight Champion of the world, Chris Eubank! Ladies and gentlemen, at the weigh-in at 10 o'clock today at the Grosvenor House Hotel, Michael Watson scaled 11 stone 12 pounds. Chris Eubank, 11 stone 13 pounds. I thank you.
Well, it would seem to me that this weight change, Jim Rhodes has moved up from middleweight to super middleweight, and just being interrupted there by police measures to get people standing on their seats. Will make a big difference, and the bookmakers here on course, as it were, upstairs here at Tottenham, they make it 2-1 on Eubank, and they were telling me that most of the money today has in fact come for Eubank. So now this fight last time didn't really come to to light really to fire until about the 5th or 6th round, but this time I think they're going to get it early on. This extra weight suits both fighters. I would think their natural middleweight days are over. They're now up in this division, the division between middleweight and light heavyweight. So the man they love to hate, and it's now already the chance of Watson, which is the first time that an Arsenal supporter carrying the Gunners on his dressing gown tonight probably ever been cheered like that on the Spurs ground. Good counter punching there with Eubank. He'll be waiting for Watson to come, and he let a handy-looking flurry go there.
Yes, Eubank put punches together well, which it was one of the faults we found with him. He doesn't put punches together often enough. He single shots, but that was a good bust. And already, Rex, this looks like been a far better meeting than the first one. Obviously, they're both far stronger and far sharper at this weight. You can see that already.
I mean, there is genuine dislike here, and contempt, as you heard, on the part of Eubank. And, well, the Mr. Nice Guy, obviously, becomes Watson in this one. And, well, Eubank, to be fair, says he's been misunderstood, and because he wants to make a statement, why should he be termed arrogant? Good start, Jim. There's some good solid punching coming here. What a difference that makes. Going up the division.
Well, Watson started the previous meeting very calmly, as though he was worried about 12 rounds. He didn't get going in the early rounds, which for me left it close enough for him to lose the fight, although I felt he should have won. But he's far sharper here in the early rounds, and Eubank has had to respond in the same manner.
Good pace by Watson in the opening round as well. He claims that he's got a new lease of life since he got Jimmy Tibbs back, and he's had him as a cut man, but now he's got him as his full trainer, and he says, I've really changed completely as a gymnasium for this fight. Good opening round. And the countdown clock inside the last half minute then. Remember, of course, scheduled for 12 rounds of championship fight. And I have to emphasise, if one boxer goes down 3 times in the same round, it's automatically over. That's how Nigel Benn won 2 WBO championships by having 3 knockdowns in 1 round. Roy Francis, the referee from London, really. First championship fight by Roy Francis, but he doesn't vote. The great strut back to the corner there, almost bumping into the sponsor's round girl. Ronnie Davis, former boxer, trains, well, supervises is a better word, turns up and helps Eubank. I don't know whether that's contempt or not, Jim. Oh yes, no, he is going to sit down now. Now, it's such a subjective game, really, scoring the boxing, and, well, maybe the viewers, or some of you anyway, might like to get your paper out and just score yourselves as you go along there. 10 points per round and proportionate to the loser. 10.9 is an average.
Watson, I think, although he has to be aggressive, he's going to have to tighten up a little bit. He's just a little bit too cavalier.
See, he's been in a melting pot before, Watson. A great fight with Mike McCallum, the world champion, and was beaten in 11th.
See, Watson's really got himself fired up, but he doesn't want to be too fired up. There's a long time to go. Eubank is very, very strong. Watson's putting full power into these punches when Eubank's chin is tucked so tightly in defence. So he's not going to knock him out with these punches. He should cut down on the power and just look for volume in the early rounds.
Let's get back to that good left hand jabbing, I think, but Watson's going to try and keep him at bay, but he's not trying to do that. He wants to, let's have a Marcho battle by the look of it. He's And that might go right into Eubank's hands, that one, if he wants to stand and trade, and they are there.
Eubank is throwing some good quality punches back, Reg. Watson, for me, is just a little bit too loose in this round. He's trying to bust his way through Eubank's defence instead of opening it up. He's actually doing in reverse what Nigel Benn was trying to do with him.
Jim, if this is going to keep up, it's not going to be another easy contest to score, I don't think. Certainly the power, definitely, is coming from Eubank, and the strength of punch does influence judges, of course.
And I think Watson realises that Eubank does not like working under pressure. He likes to dictate the pace, he likes to walk around, have a pose, a look, and do things at his own pace. I think that Watson's plan is to dictate the pace, but it is one tremendous pace he's setting.
There's a real wave of punch going in there, mate. Countdown then for the end of the second. Can they keep it up? Back then for the third round WBO Super Middleweight Championship of the world. Somebody called it the beauty and the post. But this is real professional, good quality stuff.
I think Eubank is putting a lot more thought into his boxing than Watson is. He's the one under pressure, but he's picking his shots well. His defence is sound. Watson's just a little bit too reckless for my liking.
It's this great desire, you see, all that nurtured hate that he's had before the fight. Watson, it doesn't really suit his temperament or his style, does it?
See, one of the reasons that Watson beat Nigel Benn was because Benn wasted so much power hitting arms in the top of heads, and he's doing the same thing tonight. Okay, he's really firing in all cylinders, he's driving the pace, but if you're going to throw full power into punches, they have to count. And Watson's throwing full power into punches that have been blocked. He's going to run out of steam, and Eubank's still going to be there.
Well, as close as we are to him, I tell you, Eubank almost riding those. I mean, they're good short shots at Eubank there, weren't they?
Yeah, well, the quality of punching is coming from Eubank. He's selling himself well. His concentration good, and see, there's Watson lunging now. This is not the Michael Watson. I feel a little bit sorry for Watson. Each time he's fought for a world title, he has an opponent that doesn't suit his style. He likes the counter punch, like the other fellow lead off with. Both Mike McCallum and Eubank have been the opposite kind of fighter.
Long way to go, Rick. Minute to go in the third.
Watson's just not getting to him in this round, they said. Both landed the shots, and Eubank was the one who dipped slightly just to cushion the next one coming, so he obviously felt the power of that one.
Such a difficult man to fight on Eubank. His style is so unusual, and he's a very strong guy. Absorbs the punch very well.
I don't think Eubank likes this constant action race. Maybe that is what Watson's banking on. He's keeping a pace like this, knowing that Eubank, who says he doesn't really like the fight game, maybe can't cope with him. He's coping with it well at the moment.
Well, I tell you what, here at ringside we're needing a breather at the end of these rounds. I'm sure these boys certainly need it, although it's certainly a cool evening. It's good for them anyway. Jimmy Tibbs then working there in Watson's corner.
Round 4.
some memorable fights here over the years. As a matter of fact, I was fortunate enough to see those, and this might live up to it. So we're going right back to Mills and Harvey and Woodcock in London. Just shows you how they were really weight weakened last time. I'm surprised at how hard they must have worked, because they both weighed 11 stone 6. And now we've got Eubank in 11.13 and Watson at 11.12. In fact, they both have weighed that as high as that before in ordinary preliminary contest. That surprises me, that can go up and down like that.
Away from the first bell, they both looked like different athletes altogether. Now, Watson has slightly dropped the pace here, and it'll be very noticeable, and Eubank will certainly be the first one to notice that. He's been allowed to pick him with some jabs now. See, that's the danger in starting at such a pace. The other fellow really feels if he can't maintain that pace. Good shot from Watson.
So Eubank's as good at that, knowing how to take a breather every so often, isn't he? He walks away from them, just bides his time.
Well, Watson's got through with a couple of solid shots in this round. He still has that kind of careless attitude. He doesn't care what's coming back as long as his are getting home. Dangerous tactics in a 12-pounder.
Referee Roy Francis can afford to keep well away from them like this. It's a good start for his first World Championship. He's judged a few for the WBC. That's because the Boxing Board of Control is now affiliated to the WBO, and this is the first time the British referees handled one of their fights. Yeah, it's Eubank over the left eye.
Yep.
I can't remember seeing him cut on a fight before, Jim.
Yeah, I think he was caught. Actually, I think he was caught in the Watson fight.
What's it?
Yeah, but it was right at the end of the fight, I remember. I remember him saying he was cut before. I've never seen him cut.
Slowed the pace down again, Eubank there, isn't he, by backing off.
Yeah, but this is what he is good at, and this is all part of his tactics. He doesn't like working at this pace.
What a fight. Round 5, and Watson had a good round in the 4th. And the future opponent, presumably for the winner, is Nigel Ben. Alongside us here somewhere. It sounded to me as though he was rooting for Watson. Good fight, Jim. I'm enjoying this far more than the last one, which everybody thought was a stormer, but you and I thought it took too long to catch fire, didn't we?
Yeah, I don't think the previous fight lived up to what everybody expected, but this one has surpassed that, I would say. But Eubank again trying to get some daylight between both boxers there. He wants to slow the pace down, slow the work rate down. But Watson, obviously, he's really pumped up in the corner. His corner man's pumping him up even more, just to keep this pace going. They know Eubank doesn't like it.
Standing there toe to toe. I don't need the size of this ring the way they're fighting now. I'd have this one on a telephone booth. Haven't counted heads yet, but the crowd, they're going to put walk up to the gate at the finish. I would say around 18,000 here. Probably a little less than Mo Barrymore wanted, but still a very good turnout. And at high prices too. Still, they can manage to come up with some money here, because they also found sponsorship. The Sunday Mirror and Daily Mirror. And certainly Eubank can get him a lot of ink in the last two or 3 weeks about this fight. Trying to get on top again now, Watson. Jim, I thought maybe he might have won the last 2 rounds. Certainly Eubank won the first 2, but again there's not much in this.
Yeah, well, Watson's in trouble in the first half minute of the round, but once the pace slows that little bit, he's a little bit more effective than Eubank. See, Eubank again, he's always first to back off. He wants to slow the pace. This type of fight doesn't suit him. And no signs of Watson tiring. Obviously the weight suits both of them.
Obviously, emphasise to of course, our opinion must be unofficial. It's very subjective, as I said, to someone's score books at times. But we'll leave that again to the 3. Well, they're more experienced judges, I think, than they were on the first one as well. That stare at the end now, I mean, it's not as tempestuous.
Nigel, why are you yelling for Michael Watson?
I think about they're both beating me, but I've got a lot of respect for Michael inside the ring and outside the ring, and no person more than me would like to see Michael win a title.
Well, do you think Eubank's winning at the moment?
No.
Why not? Why do you think Watson's in front?
His aggression, he's coming forward, he's connecting with good shots. I mean, I'm really so happy that he's actually changed his tactics in come out and being so aggressive.
Can he keep this pace up though, Michael, do you think?
Can Eubank last this long? Who knows? But you know, he's got to hope he does. Nobody else has to win a title more than Michael. Good guy. Come on, Mike!
There it is. We find out that judges are good judges before the end of this contest. Jim Martin, I think, is pretty level. Eubank was very dominating at the start, but it hasn't been in the last couple of rounds, Jim.
Yeah, but he's still keeping his defences sound, his concentration still as it always is. Watson usually takes the first minute or so to get up close. He's got a little bit closer sooner in this round. Watson maybe not wasting quite as many punches. Good solid jab from Watson. Just a push there, just a push.
No, and Roy Francis says don't do that again and tells the timekeeper don't pick up the count and just gives the gloves away. In the back of the stadium here, they might have thought that was a punch. Surprised how Watson has come back at him so strongly.
Well, I think he knows what to expect. A little smack of heads there. But I'm surprised that Watson hasn't gone to the body a little bit more. I mean, he saw Eubank's tire in the previous match. With a few things down on him stumbling around. Surprised Watson maybe not thinking a little bit more of some body attack.
They had a sort of knockdown that he claimed was a slip with Nigel Benn. I think it was also, but the canvas was watered a bit. Eubank, and took his time getting up from that one. That was sort of, what was that all about? Quite annoyed from the look of him. Yeah, there's some good stuff now from Watson, and the crowd are really raising him too. To move away from Eubank is contemptuous again. He's got plenty of fighter's heart in Eubank. He might have a big mouth in, but he can back up a bit.
Yeah, you can't fault him, Reggie. When he's called upon, he produces the goods. A couple of his defences hasn't been too impressive, but maybe he felt he didn't have to be to hold on to his title. When he's got to respond, he usually does it. Eubank just becoming a little bit more ragged now, Reg. He's not quite had the composure he had earlier.
It looks like he's trying to pinch a rest, and he'll be glad when he hears this bell coming up. celebrate him. Certainly now Watson could be ahead.
Yeah, Eubank really has landed some good, accurate counter punches. Watson's setting all the pace, throwing a lot more punches. I think we're going to end up with another one of these fights, but it just depends what type of boxing you prefer. Personally, I like the way Watson's going about the job again. You know, the total commitment, the work rate. He's been a little bit careless. He's taken some punches maybe he didn't have to take. But I would have Watson in front just on the sheer commitment and the volume of the punches. Eubank is always the one looking for that little breather.
Watson's always dying to get back in there again. Stand there, sticking to him like a barnacle at times there.
I'd like to see how long it takes Eubank to throw back here now. Didn't throw back at all, Rich.
Pretty clean fight, Jim. Roy Francis hasn't had a lot to do here, I'll say that for him.
See, this is Eubank under pressure, Rich. I want to see how he copes with this. Does he go on his bike or does he throw back some punches?
Oh, it's a good step right above us here, Watson. Landing those blows there.
That was good boxing for Eubank. Not what we come to expect.
He tried to hide us for a second or two there.
Yeah, but he's stumbling, he's making basic mistakes and having to duck and dive to avoid the counters. He's just becoming a little bit more ragged now, and obviously the pressure and the pace has something to do with that. See, Watson still, all these punches are good quality punches. Eubank not quite the quality we've seen earlier. Eubank toying a little bit now.
Keep your hands up, Mick. They're shouting in the corner to Watson. He's in the shape of his life, Watson. I mean, he really took a slight hammering with Mike McCallum, but it's not showing at all. Another good round for Watson.
Attacking round.
And he takes his time, back to the school as usual there, like a long walk along the beach at Brighton, he thinks it is. But I think he won't agree with this, of course, Eubank, when he gets to the video and looks at the replays on time. And what were you two saying about me? He never gets too pleased about what we said about him in the past.
Well, I thought Eubank's performance in that round, it wasn't as sharp. The punches weren't the quality punches we saw earlier. You can see here, Watson's punches still good professional shots, right on target. Eubank caught a little bit. Some of his shots were decent shots, but I thought his standard dropped slightly in that round.
Second round, round 8.
Round 8. And there's 12 rounds. Well, boxing organisation does for the super middleweight 12-stone division.
See, I really feel by now Eubank should be trying to hurt Watson, stand his ground, use the strength we know he has and the punching power. But he's still been backed up. He hasn't really tried to stop Watson in his tracks, and I think it's high time he did that.
Oh, he's counter-punching back well now, Eubank.
I think it's time for Eubank to do that and now start coming forward if he wants to hang on or win this title.
Minute gone in the 8th. So the soccer-style chants for the before the fight that, this fellow doesn't exist. I think he might just change his mind now.
Yeah, I think actually we might see a bit of mutual respect for a change at the end of this one. Eubank, he's produced a little bit better quality work in this round. He's still a little bit ragged in his movements, but he's responding well as usual. Watson still driving forward, but Eubank just a little bit sharper.
Tough game at the top, Jimmy.
Yeah, this is certainly a tough one. Thankfully, Reg has lived up to his pre-fight hype. This is a cracker. Eubank always finds his strength if he sees a spot, but here Watson plays it right back at him. Watson wants the last one.
Seems to me that when he throws those punches, Watson, the look on Eubank's face is... I think the surprise on his face is still there long after the pain has gone. And there's a man, hot shot today himself, wasn't he?
How do you see the fight going so far?
Well, I think they're both working on it. It's a terrific fight, very exciting. I think Watson looks on top at the moment. Chris Eubank looks a little bit tired, but I'm no expert.
Who do you want to win?
I don't mind. I've just come for, I love the big fights. I'm not stupid enough to tell you what to do.
Listen, you've had a good day, by the way. Well done, 4 goals today.
Yeah, it was a great day. Nice to win. I've never scored for the club.
Out for the 9th round.
Well, I think it's time Eubank should be trying to dominate around Reg. He's been pushed around the ring right from the first bell. Even the rounds he was winning, he was being pushed back to do it. I think he's going to have to stand his ground and see if he can discourage this man. Personally, I don't think he can. Watson's really fired up.
And I wonder what the judges, when they fought before, I said I couldn't read how the American judges would do this, because we have got an English judge, Dave Harrison, and a New Jersey judge, Frank Burnett, favourites, and Nelson Vasquez of Puerto Rico, sitting just alongside us here. But Watson still hasn't cut down that punch rate. He's kept that going the whole time.
So credit to Jimmy Trips, he's got him in tremendous shape. I always say it's easy to cope with a pace if you're the one setting the pace. And I think that Eubank must be feeling this because he is under the pressure. He's been forced to work every second.
First sort of untidy bit we've seen there, which is lolling on the ropes and allowing him to punch and have to be parted.
Watson just seems to disregard the punches that Eubank lands on him. Just totally fired up.
Well, when he made the statement that beating Eubank meant more to him than winning the actual world title, but just getting rid of Eubank that he was more concerned about than winning the championship. But when he can put that belt around him at the end of this, if he keeps this up.
Eubank's been pretty accurate, Reg, the last minute or so with these counters. He doesn't look as effective as Watson, but he's slipping these punches and hitting back some nice little counters.
Yeah, when he throws that uppercut sometimes, Eubank, that's right through the middle of Watson's guard. There it is, no miss with that one, then he put the lights out.
I think the difference when Watson misses with a shot, he can still come back with 3 or 4 more. When Eubank misses, he goes off balance. Then he has to duck and dive. See, then he throws a punch, it doesn't land, and he's lost his coordination.
Goes late by Watson, but I think he can cope with that all right. That's just garbage, by the way. They don't normally swallow that stuff. And water only. On the time, they even used to shower champagne over them in the corners. That's died out, I'm pleased to say. Round 10. How have we got it now, Joe?
Well, I haven't found one round easy to score, Reg. Every round of the fight so far has been so close. Nobody has dominated at all. I have Watson in front at the moment for his total commitment and his work rate. But I thought Eubank was very accurate with his counter punches in the 9th round. So Watson, I think, wants to fight some strength just to get the pace back up where it was. If the pace drops slightly, then Eubank is going to be allowed to become effective. But with the sensible boxing, the smart moves and the counter punching.
Stop pushing him down there. He's on for that, Francis. Oh, what a good long right hand there. He planted that one. They travelled a long way, but Eubank got the message.
This is a truly great fight, Reg. This fight is everything. Good shot from Watson. Again, Eubank's chin stands well.
Okay, he slowly recovered when he missed with a punch there. Eubank stood still for just a second and he got nailed.
That's where Eubank is so vulnerable. If he misses with a punch, he goes all off balance. He can't come back with the other punch. Watson, he can put punches together smoothly. Watson really climbing on top here, Reg. See, when Eubank misses, look where he goes.
Yes, he really flounders.
He's not an attacking boxer at all. Eubank looking over his shoulder. Look at it. It looks as though he's feeling a little bit sorry for himself here, Reg.
Eyes swelling up too on the left there, Eubank. I think he's genuinely surprised at the rate that Watson has come at him. He was hoping he punched himself out with Watson, but he hasn't done so far. What a good contest though, eh?
Every big fight has a round that just seems to turn things. This could be that round because they're both really feeling so tired, having to force it on.
If you recall in the last fight, the 10th round was a bad one for Eubank.
The difference I see, Reg, when they both land simultaneously, Watson just carries on to the next punch, but Eubank is the one who's looking to slip the punch, get things defensively. Watson is just total attack.
See from the overhead camera there. Terrific pace, not all the punches are going through. You can't when you're further on that speed. They're pinching every second they can to patch up those minor injuries really by Watson's standards. And the 11th round. Now, are we going to get another controversial decision? At this point, I'll be surprised. They've certainly got Watson ahead now.
Yeah, but Reg, every round has been so close, so we're now looking. I mean, nobody has dominated really any of the rounds, but Eubank has started the last couple of rounds as though he wants to try and gain control, but he gives up too quickly. He just can't seem to cope with Watson's commitment, so he has to go on the defensive again. But he's boxing well on the defensive.
They're missing a bit.
Eubank has become ragged from about the 7th round. But I think a lot of that has just been the pace, and as I say, he doesn't like attacking. When he's forced to come up forward a little bit and miss with a punch, he really is vulnerable.
Toe-to-toe stuff, this is
Good shot from Eubank,
gladiatorial, this, isn't it?
It was a good shot from Eubank, and again he finds the strength to pile it on. Watson shaking his head. Watson wants to tighten up. This is the first time Watson wants to think about defence.
Referee had to get in there, and he got it well too.
Well, Red, Eubank has found the strength when it was needed. Watson should be tightening up here, Red.
Nearly hit the referee accidentally with that one. The ropes are far too slack. What a round, the 11th round. One to go after this.
Red, we can't call Eubank's desire, but he seems to have used up an awful lot in that round. I wonder if that been a do or die effort. He used up a lot of steam with those attacks. Watson again coming back. I mean, this must demoralise Eubank. He's produced his best work, and then he's on the receiving end again. And in trouble!
There it is. Can they have him over? He's got plenty of guts, Eubank. He's down there taking a big... Oh, he's got him down now. That's the first clean knockdown he's had in his career. Now, is he going to get him a mandatory 8 count? I thought he would have that under WBO. I'm surprised at that. He's walked in and he's now Watson. Stay down. The trainer's calling out to Watson. Take the 8 count. And the bells, there was no actual count. We couldn't hear whether the timekeeper was taking it up or not. Absolutely sensational 11th round. I was surprised he didn't take up the count there, though, didn't you? I would have thought WBO was a mandatory 8.
Yeah, just a complete mix-up, I think, but the bell saved in the second count, because he was on his feet when the bell rang, so the referee definitely had to count on. But what action in that round? Oh, Watson just a little bit careless there. Eubank over, there was a tremendous shot that shoot Eubank right down to his toes, but maybe a little bit careless. Eubank threw everything into the one shot, bang right up through the middle. That was a beautiful shot.
Well, I said it there like an arm is going to sort of rejuvenate their spirit for the last round.
I would say Eubank looks slightly stronger as they set up the skills here. Can Watson recover from that punch?
The crowd now, absolutely atmosphere, electric atmosphere. Incredible. He's forcing them to shake hands, and he looks rocky on the legs there.
Watson hasn't recovered, Reg. Watson hasn't recovered. His legs don't look right.
Under 3 minutes to go. Can he hang on now? What a cliffhanger. He's going to dive in, and he stopped it in the last round. Eubank has brought it out from nowhere, and there's an argument going on over there in Watson's corner, saying that the referee won for it. It was the last round. He wanted to give him a chance, but no. The ring's invaded now. We're having an absolute... Well, what can I say? It's a jamboree in there now. I don't know how they all get in with the security around the ringside. What a finish to a fight.
Well, Reg, as they sat in the corner, Eubank looked the stronger. Watson didn't look as though he'd recovered. When he stood up, you could see his legs were unsteady. That wasn't the damage that Eubank inflicted in the last round, then the half minute or so it lasted. It was the damage was done in the previous round. That one shot up through the middle finished the job. The bell saved Watson, but he couldn't recover. He's just a spent force.
I don't know how we can take the shot and work it out. I hope you feel the same at home as we do here. I mean, it's the atmosphere is generating. I think the Puerto Rican judge had Watson 1 point ahead.
Reg, you can't argue with the result this time because Eubank come off the floor, produced the goods in the last round. Once again, he did pretty much the same as he did against Nigel Benn. Did everything that could be asked of him. He was a half fight all the way through, and he was the man who finished on top. Full credit to Eubank this time.
You're absolutely right. He did all that was asked of him. The guy who's trying to get the championship back. individual, and it looked all over by the shouting a couple of times for him. When it melted, he came and did it. I never argue with a referee who stops the contest. I always prefer it too early than too late.
Can you talk like you do? An incredible finish. A wonderful finish from your point of view.
I knew from round 6 his man was too strong for me. But I knew that my training, my running, my brother Simon took me running for 6 weeks. And I knew that I could go the distance, and I knew he would tire with this pace. He kept up a phenomenal pace. And when I caught him, I knew that was it. I didn't know whether he would revive in between the round. He did, and I got him. Let me thank my brother Simon for taking me running. Let me thank my wife Karen for putting up with me this last 6 weeks. And let me thank the people, these main parts of the people for in me box of the year. And let me thank the Men's Association of Great Britain for awarding me the best man award in Britain. I'm sorry I can't talk very clearly, but he hit me a good couple of shots like the button. He's a very good player, very underestimated. He was very, very strong. I want him tested. I want him tested to see whether he has anything in his blood, because he was so strong.
Now, you've not just been knocked down. It looked as if the fight was going to be over.
Yeah.
But you've got up.
I've always got a good chin. I've got a good chin. What's all these people here? What's all these people? Yeah, I kept it up. God gave me the strength. I thank God for the victory. He gave me the strength. And I thank goodness for Chris.
Chris, are you saying, what were you saying that judge said? I get the answer.
No, I said I wanted Eubank captain, because no one is that strong. No one can be that strong.
Are you suggesting, don't concern yourself with that, there's a bit of trouble outside the ring which we didn't bother ourselves with. Are you suggesting he was on something there, Chris? Chris, can I keep your attention a minute? We've lost Chris Eubank because there's some fights going on and he wants some protection. So I'm going to hand you back to Jim Rosenthal in just a moment. Absolute chaos in the ring.
It's very sad what's going on in the ring behind me here. We've had a great fight before this. Sadly, things are broken down here a bit. We're going to take a break now. We'll be back within a couple of minutes.